Hi students, this is Botany PSR. Today I am going to explain a new topic called plant life cycles and alternation of generations. This topic so many students may feel difficult. So I will make it simple. How many types of life cycles are there? What are the examples for them? So that is, how many types of life cycles? 3 types are there. One is haplontic life cycle, second one is diplontic life cycle, third one is haplodiplontic life cycle. To know the life cycles, few points we have to learn. The ploidy of Gametophyte is haploid. The ploidy of Sporophyte is diploid. Gametophyte produces gametes. Sporophyte produces spores. You have to know these points. Okay. And another point, in algae and fungi, will the zygote undergoes mitosis or meiosis? In algae and fungi, zygote undergoes meiosis. That means in algae, embryo is not found. Embryo is found in the life cycle of bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Okay? Those points. And let's learn one by one. First one, haplontic life cycle. What is that? Haplontic life cycle. Which word? Haplontic. That is haploid stage. Which one is called haploid stage? Gametophyte. From that point onwards, we have to start the life cycle. Let's see here. This is the gametophyte. Gametophyte, which is haploid. The dominant phase is gametophyte. Gameto means gametes. Phyte means phase. The phase that produces gametes is called gametophyte. So, this gametophyte will produce male gamete and also produce female gamete. Gametophyte produce both male and female gametes. These male and female gametes are fused together and form zygote, which is diploid in nature. And one thing you have to remember, this is haplontic life cycle occurs in algae. Algae means zygote undergoes meiosis. There is no embryo in their life cycle. So that means this zygote undergoes reduction division, also called meiosis. That zygote contains one diploid nucleus. As it undergoes meiotic division, that one nucleus produces 4 nuclei. Those are so called meiospores. Those are so called meiospores. Ploidy is N. Generally, out of 4 meiospores, 1 meiospore is functional, 3 are degenerated. That 1 meiospore later develops into gametophyte. Spore, haploid, no? Gametophyte, haploid. That is, what type of divisions means? Mitosis. Formation of gametes, that is so called gametogenesis. During gametogenesis, which division occurs? N becomes N, no? Gametophyte N. Male and female gametes, each one ploidy is N. N becomes N means definitely by mitosis only. So that is in haplontic life cycle. In haplontic life cycle, during gametogenesis, which division occurs? Mitosis. How? Because N becomes N means mitosis. 2N becomes 2N means mitosis. 2N becomes N means meiosis. Like that you have to remember. Okay. So, gametophyte N. N becomes female gamete N, male gamete N. So, N becomes N means definitely by the mitosis. So, in haplontic life cycle, during gametogenesis, which division occurs means mitosis. This zygote undergoes meiosis. Zygote undergoes meiosis in haplontic life cycle. In haplontic life cycle, dominant phase is gametophyte. During gametogenesis, which division occurs? Mitosis. Zygote undergoes meiosis. These are the points you have to remember. Except zygote, all the remaining stages are haploid in nature. That's why this type of life cycle is so called haplontic life cycle. Except zygote, the remaining all the stages are in haploid condition. That's why the life cycle is so called haplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle. Dominant phase is haplo start, no? That's why you have to start with gametophyte life cycle. Dominant phase is gametophyte. Zygote undergoes meiosis. Except zygote, the remaining stages are in haploid condition. Sporophyte generation is represented by zygote only. Here there is actually no sporophyte. The zygote represents the sporophytic generation. Example, many algal members like Volvox, Spirogyra, many species of Chlamydomonas. Volvox, Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas, etc. Many algal members will perform haplontic life cycle. In haplontic life cycle, dominant phase is gametophyte. It produces gametes, that is so called gametogenesis. N becomes N means mitosis. Those two gametes are fused together. That process is so called syngamy or fertilization. Zygote, ploid is 2N. So here in algae no embryo formation. Zygote undergoes meiosis. 2 points you have to remember. Zygote undergoes meiosis. No embryo formation. During gametogenesis, mitotic division occur. Dominant phase in haplontic life cycle is gametophyte. Haplontic life cycle found in many algae like Volvox, Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas. So this is about haplontic life cycle. Now let's learn about second life cycle, diplontic life cycle. Diplontic. Which one is diploid stage? Sporophyte. You may start with sporophyte. So let's see here, my dear students. This is sporophyte. Sporophyte is 2N. Sporophyte is 2N. This sporophyte produces gametes, male gamete, and this is female gamete. Both male and female gametes are haploid. Formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. Both male and female gametes are fused together by a process called syngamy or simply fertilization. And which one is formed means zygote is formed. Zygote is formed. This zygote later develops into sporophyte. Zygote ploid is 2N. Here that means embryo is present or absent means embryo present. Zygote undergoes mitosis. So 2N becomes 2N means that is mitosis. So that is the dominant phase in diplontic life cycle is sporophyte. You may start the life cycle from here or here. That means make it in box. Sporophyte. Sporophyte produces gametes here. That is in this case only. Sporophyte which is diploid. During gametogenesis, what type of division occurs means 2N becomes N. 2N becomes N means you have to say meiosis. 2N becomes N means meiosis. N becomes N means mitosis. 2N becomes 2N means mitosis only. So In diplontic life cycle, during gametogenesis, which division occurs means meiotic division. Zygote undergoes mitotic divisions. Do you find embryo in diplontic life cycle? Yes. So that is zygote ploid is 2n, embryo ploid is 2n. So that is finally developed into sporophyte. So this is the diplontic life cycle. So dominant phase is sporophyte. Diplontic, no, we have to start with sporophyte, diploid. Dominant phase is sporophyte. During gametogenesis, sporophyte undergoes meiosis. Don't say mitosis. Generally, sporophyte means generally it produces spores. But in this case only, that is algae like a fucus, this sporophyte produces gametes. This one you have to remember. This fucus belongs to brown algae. Brown algae means male and female sex organs, antheridium and oogonium. Antheridium and oogonium. Right. Haploid phase is represented by gametes. That means except gametes, all the stages are in diploid condition. That's why it is so called diplontic life cycle. What is haplontic life cycle? What is haplontic life cycle means? Haplontic life cycle means majority of stages are in haplontic condition. That is, except zygote, the remaining stages are in haploid condition. That's why it is so called haplontic life cycle. Whereas here, what is diplontic life cycle? That is, except gametes, the remaining stages are in diploid condition. That's why it is so called diplontic life cycle. In diplontic life cycle, dominant phase is sporophyte. Here, sporophyte produce gametes. Sporophyte produce gametes, not spores. Generally, sporophyte means it can produce spores. But here, sporophyte will produce sex organs like antheridium and oogonium in fucus. Antheridium produces male gametes, oogonium produces female gamete. Okay? Zygote undergoes mitosis. And the last cycle, haplodiplontic life cycle. What is that? Haplodiplontic life cycle. Which one it started? Haplo. Later, diplo. That means we have to start with haplo. Here, haplo is there, no? So, first of all, here you may write gametophyte. Gametophyte ploid is N. Okay. So, the gametophyte produces male gamete and also female gamete. Male and female gametes are fused together and form zygote. Zygote ploid is 2n. This zygote later develops into sporophyte. Sporophyte means ploid is 2n. Here embryo is present, understood matter. What type of divisions means? By 2n becomes 2n, mitosis. This sporophyte produces spores. Sporophyte 2n. Spores ploidy means n. 2n becomes n means it is by reduction division, that is meiosis. 2n becomes n means meiosis. This spore later develops into gametophyte. N becomes n means mitosis. So, during spore formation, reduction division occurs. So, this is spore formation, that is sporogenesis. This is gametogenesis. This is gametogenesis. N becomes n. N becomes n. N becomes n means which divisions means mitosis. So, gametophyte produces male and female gametes. So, formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. That is by n becomes n means mitosis. These two gametes, male and female gametes, are fused together by a process called syngamy or simply fertilization. This zygote later develops into sporophyte. Zygote to N means sporophyte to N. That means in the middle embryo is present. It is understood matter. Okay, right. This embryo, this zygote undergoes mitotic divisions. Sporophyte produces spores. Sporophyte means 2N. Spores ploid means N. 2N becomes N means that is meiotic division. Meiotic division, that is also called reduction division. So that is during sporogenesis, which division occurs means meiotic division. This spore undergoes many mitotic divisions and form gametophyte. So that means this is haploid, say this is diploid, diploid. This is haploid, haploid, haploid. So this is haploid phase. This is diploid phase. Haplodiplontic life cycle. Haplodiplontic life cycle. So in haplodiplontic life cycle, dominant phase is gametophyte. During gametogenesis, which division occur? Mitosis. Zygote undergoes mitosis. During sporogenesis, which division occurs means meiotic division. What are the points? Dominant phase is gametophyte. Sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte. Sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte both physically and nutritionally, that is in bryophytes. During gametogenesis, gametophyte undergoes mitosis. During sporogenesis, that is formation of spores, sporophyte undergoes meiosis. Example, algae like ectocarpus, laminaria, polysiphonia, and other examples also bryophyte and pteridophyta. And if you see here, this diplontic life cycle examples means algae like fucus and other groups seeded plants like seed plants like gymnosperms and angiosperms. That means algae show all the types of life cycles. True. Algae, that is Spirogyra, Volvox, Chlamydomonas show haplontic life cycle. The algae like fucus show diplontic life cycle. Ectocarpus, laminaria, polysiphonia. Ectocarpus, laminaria, polysiphonia, they show haplodiplontic life cycle. Seeded plants show diplontic life cycle. Bryophyta show haplodiplontic life cycle. Pteridophyta show haplodiplontic life cycle. Algae like ectocarpus, laminaria and polysiphonia. Haplodiplontic life cycle found in ectocarpus, laminaria, polysiphonia and groups like bryophyta, pteridophyta. Diplontic life cycle found in algae like fucus, commonly called rockweed, and groups like seeded plants like gymnosperms and angiosperms. And here haplontic life cycle found in majority of algae. Many algae like Volvox, Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas. Few questions, my dear students. Haplontic life cycle found in algae. True. Majority of algae show which life cycle? Haplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle found in algae. True. Algae show only haplontic life cycle. False. Algae show all the three types of life cycles. Algae showing haplontic life cycle means majority of algae like Volvox, Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas. Algae showing diplontic life cycle means that is fucus. The algae showing haplodiplontic life cycle means ectocarpus, laminaria, polysiphonia. Next, bryophyta show haplodiplontic. Pteridophyta show haplodiplontic. Gymnosperms show diplontic life cycle. Gymnosperms show diplontic life cycle. Angiosperms show diplontic life cycle. That is, seeded plants show diplontic life cycle. This we have to understand. I hope you understood, my dear students. This is somewhat typical concept. So many students may confuse. Different types of questions they may ask. Try to understand. Please write down all these points in your notebook. Okay? And we will meet in the next class.